going to be working on a self-portrait. A self-portrait is a picture that you draw of yourself. So it's something that you work on that makes it look like you. Another type of a picture is a portrait, and that's when somebody else draws the picture. But because you're drawing this yourself, it's a self-portrait. What I like to start with is in the middle of the paper. Not at the top, not at the bottom. In the middle of the paper, we're going to draw a U very lightly. So if we don't like our line, we can erase it. So very lightly, about as big as your hand, so your hand can fit in, we're going to draw a U. Once we get our U drawn, if you like it, then you can go back over and make your line darker. From there, we're going to start working on what's in the middle of our face, and that's our nose. And I'm going to show you a couple ways today to draw your nose. So you might like a U-shaped nose. So one way you could draw it is a U-shaped nose. You could do a letter L-shaped nose, or almost like a 7 if you turn it upside down. You could also draw a nose that's more of like an upturned nose by doing an upside down U. That's up to you. So I'm going to start with my nose in the center. I'm going to use that sort of L-shaped nose. If you make a different kind of nose, you can use any nose you want. Once I get my nose drawn, I'm going to start working on my smile. Now I could make a simple smile. I could make a smile with the letter T's at the top. I could also make a smirk, which is a half smile with a T. I could even make lips if I want to. And for the lip, I start with a line. I add a half circle at the bottom, a small half circle, and a second half circle on the top. And that will give you the lip. So you can pick and choose. If you want to try to draw your mouth any way you want, you certainly can. I'm going to draw my lips. And because I want a smile lip, I'm going to draw a smile first. A large half circle at the bottom and 2 half circles at the top. So there are my lips. And I need to leave space for my chin and space underneath my nose and lips. Next, I'm going to start my eyes. And I can show you a couple other ways to draw your eyes. You might want to draw a circle eye. You might want to draw a football eye, which is a frown and a smile. Then we add the inside, which is the iris where the color is, and the black dot is the pupil. I would do the same on this one. Iris, black dot is the pupil. If I want to add eyelashes, I can add eyelashes, only 3 or 4. Another way to make an eye is a half circle. It's a line with a half circle on top. And then I would do the same thing, my iris and my pupil. If you want to add eyelashes, you can, only a few. You can even add a winking eye if you want. Have one that's a smile with a couple lines, only about 4 eyelashes and not too long. You can pick any eye you want, and we're going to add them on our picture. I'm going to make the football eye. So I'm going to do 2 on each side. Try to keep them about the same size. Our face is symmetrical, which means it should be the same on both sides if I split it down the middle. Something that's example of symmetry is a butterfly. A butterfly is symmetrical. It's the same on both sides. And then maybe I want to add my eyelashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next thing to think about are eyebrows. They go above my eye. Can I color in that eyebrow if I leave it this way? No, because it's a line. I need to close off my eyebrow and make it a shape. Once I get my shape, now I have a space I can color in. Both my eyebrows are done. They look great. The next step I'm going to start are my ears. Now, if you have short hair, you'll see your ears. If you have long hair and you wear it down, you might not see your ears. I'm going to add ears. They start and they go between the eyebrow and the bottom of the nose. Somewhere in this space, we start an ear. You could do kind of a half circle shape. There are a bunch of different ways you can draw your ears. You could even go big to small. You could make a letter B shaped ear, which looks kind of like a capital B. It's really your choice. And I do add a line or 2 on the inside just to make sure that you can see the texture inside of my ear and the ridges that are in there. The next step is the neck. We're going to use, not my pencil hand, my helper hand. Hi everybody, I'm the helper hand. Take your 4 fingers, not your thumb, 4 fingers and place it on your face. On one side next to your neck and fingers, you're going to make a mark. Skip over to the other side next to your fingers and make a mark. A 4-finger wide neck is perfect. It's a perfect size. Bring those lines down just a little bit. You don't want a giraffe neck, so don't go too long. The next thing to think about are the shoulders. Shoulders come out and down like a rolling roller coaster, whee to the bottom. Down almost to the edge and then whee to the bottom. That gives you your shoulders. The next step we're going to start is the shirt. I'm going to start a line, which would be the collar on my shirt. Here's my neck and here's my shirt. You could even add a second line if you want. Maybe you want to add stripes in there to show the collar on your shirt. Maybe you want to add a pocket. Maybe you want to add a zipper. A zipper, I would use a zigzag. I'm adding lots of things to my drawing, but you don't have to. Maybe I want to have polka dots. If you choose polka dots, please don't draw lots and lots and lots of polka dots like that. That's too hard to color in. I want you to draw large polka dots, bigger than your thumb. Half polka dots, big full polka dots. The bigger you make your shape, the easier it will be to outline and color. That is perfect. If you are making stripes on your shirt, don't make lots and lots and lots of stripes. Just make big stripes, big wide stripes. That will make it easier to color. The next step is your hair. To do our hair, we're gonna make our head bald. So I'm gonna bring up a half circle. It's okay if it goes off the paper. A half circle to show the very top of my head. So we have a bald head right now, and that's fine. Then we're gonna add the hair. So if you have bangs, you can bring a zigzag across. And boys, you would bring a zigzag across for boy hair. Then boys, we have something we call sideburns. We're gonna start down by your ear and bring a zigzag line up there. Then you can erase here if you need to and here. And then boys, if you have spiky hair, you can take that line and make it spiky. If you have smooth hair, leave it smooth. Boys, if you have smooth hair, you can add smooth lines. If you have spiky hair, you can add W's or M's to show the texture of your hair. If you have girl hair, we're gonna change all of this. If you have bangs, girls, you're gonna leave the zigzag line. And we're gonna leave that right there for bangs. And if you have bangs, you'll add a couple lines to show bangs. And then if you have curly hair, you're gonna use a curly line. If you have straight hair, you'll use a straight line. On the curly side, we'll add some curlies, not too many. On the straight side, we'll add some straight lines. That will show your hair. If your hair is shorter, you can use a zigzag line to show your short hair. If you have no bangs, you can take all of that. You don't even need to add it. And I would add kind of a V shape at my face. And that would show me having no bangs. Once we get this done, you are gonna take and outline your whole picture in Sharpie. And I'm gonna start that right now. All right, now that I have Sharpied and erased my picture, and don't forget to have parents help you with Sharpie because it is permanent and it can stain. I suggest putting down a piece of paper or newspaper or something under your picture before you Sharpie so it doesn't get on your table. Next step, we're gonna start coloring and we will talk about that later.